makeup here make me look ashy. Anyways, guys, we're outside on the way to get some food. Excited. And this is Leimert Park. Have my mask on, ready. I know I'm up to the food and sell out in a cause as I am man waiting food to sell out. Hello. It's lively though. A crisis in the way, huh? Have them thing them a sell. Look, this is CC's fridge. Shout out to you, Sierra. Lit.
man. I come from the dinner, man. Oh, God. I come late, yes? You sell out already? Anything. Might get too quick, you know what I'm cooking.
I know, you haven't seen you like forever, right?
I know.
Oh, them look how so cute. I'm so cutie, man. Party. Yeah, so guys, that was my first time coming to Leimert Park on a Sunday, and it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was good to see like a lot of the black businesses that have been there for a long time, and the newer ones that were there. Haroon Cafe was dope. Haroon Coffee, we'll definitely go back there. Sika was awesome. I took some photos in there. Sika's just a vibe. I want to go back there and get some like decor things, like the baskets. I want one of those baskets to put my plants in. I'm making a mess in here. Overall, in general, it was just good to see black people and people outside. Everybody had on their mask, same way. Everybody was just selling and buying and selling and buying. Me if I come down and come sell something. So if you guys don't know who Azai is, that means you don't go out much. Because if you do go out and you go to any Jamaican party in LA or dancehall party in LA, you will see Azai outside selling food or inside selling food. I love when the oxtail just falls right off the bone. You know, normally I wouldn't eat this with a fork. You know, I'm gonna have this in my hand. I'm gonna suck off the bone, but I'm not make gonna see own still. You know, so I'm not eat nothing from morning. So I'm gonna show you guys all the things I got. I went to Sika. This is their business card. And from Sika, I got this lotus flower ring, really cute. And I got some sage with some rose petals. They sell all kind of sage, as you guys saw earlier. All kind of everything. And then I bought some sea moss from this brother that was selling sea moss, and he gave me 3 little tubs of shea butter that he mixes with scented oils. So I'm gonna get the cocoa mango, we get regular mango because me is just a mango, and this is white diamond. Yes, so big up to him and give me them 3 little something free, and me love free and love free for me. What else? You know who tell me to get up and spend my money today? No little food me come to buy, no little food me come to buy. That's why I can't go pay food by myself. Alright, that's it. I have nothing more to show now. Oh, and my mask. I think I'm gonna sew some masks this week. Yeah, that's a good little project. May I use whosoever this is, may I take them pattern and use it and sell it back. Money I have to make. I'm like all this. Yeah, I'm like all this stay. I think I prefer if I could have tie it. Or adjust like look at something in here so. Because my face not big so. I mean my face big but my face not big. You know what I mean? My face not big like this. Alright guys, I'm gonna hit the road and put on my glasses because you know girl can't see, girl blind, and we'll see what happened. Okay, so I'm back home. I had fun on my little excursion. Last week I asked you guys to ask me some more questions. I had a lot of fun doing that Q&A video, by the way. Thank you guys for watching it. But I had some more questions, and since I'm using my phone to record, I wrote down just a few of them, but there were some questions that some of you guys had pertaining to my move to LA. If you guys don't know, I have been in LA for 3 years. I live in the valley. I'm not gonna tell you where I live, but I live in the valley. And so far I like it up here. It's cool, but I definitely in the next coming months would like to move. I think it's time to see a different part of LA. I think there are I just feel like there's certain things I should have if I'm living in LA. Like, one, I should be able to look out the window and see some nice palm trees, some nice good view, or you know what I'm saying? We don't have live on the beach money, but we're alright. We can get a little view, a little niceness. You know, when the sun will come up and the sun will go down. Me if you sit down in front of the window with my little mint tea and you know. Yeah, and also I would like to be closer to the beach. I'm manifesting all these things. We're manifesting this together. I would like to be closer to the beach, and I would like to see more black people where I live. I don't see very many black people. Well, other people are great. Other people are awesome. But I want to see more black people. Anyway, so in this book, I have questions pertaining to my move, right? So the first question is, how the hell did you do it? I'm trying to move to Texas, but I don't know how to take all of my stuff. You can't take all of your stuff. That's it. I know who this person is, and I know that you have a lot of stuff, girl. You're not gonna be able to take all of it. You're gonna have to leave your bed set. You're gonna have to leave your nightstand and your dresser and all of those things. You're gonna have to leave them and get new stuff. That to me is the most inexpensive way to go, because the cost of moving all of those things, you might as well, when you get to Texas, just take a one trip to IKEA and refurnish and redecorate and start from scratch. I shipped my car, and inside of my car I packed all my music equipment, my mic, my speakers, my art equipment, half gallons of paint, brushes. But that's what I suggest. If you're gonna ship your car, pack it, and just, girl, start fresh. Start fresh. Start fresh. You're going to a new place, new city, new life, new friends, new man, whatever. Like, start over. All right, next question. Where you find man? Girl, I don't know. And you know I don't know. I don't know why you're asking that. You know I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm not really like a dating app person. I've tried them since I've been in LA, but I never used dating apps when I was in New York. I never had to, because I was always out and I would just meet people every weekend if I wanted to. But you know, in LA, it's a different vibe. It's a different vibe. You know, meeting people is cool, but I don't meet people that I'm interested in as often as I did in New York. I don't know if it's like a mindset thing, is if my mind is in a different space. I know for sure for like the first year that year or more that I was out here, I was like not interested in dating anybody seriously, and I didn't take anybody seriously, because it was just like, I need an apartment, a job, and like stability. Like, and unless you are helping me get there, I don't really have time for you right now. But since then, I mean, it's okay. Like, I prefer to meet people in person, like a friend of a friend, or like somebody I run into, or like I met you at an event or something like that. That's my preference. Dating apps, work for some people though. Just because they're not working for your girl doesn't mean that it's not gonna work for you. So try it and see what happens. What made me do it? Well, the main factor in me moving was, you know, I had moved out already before. For those of you who don't know, I went to Howard University for a little bit. So that was my first experience moving out. And I moved out for 8 months and back home. And anybody knows when you move out and you have to move back in, when you move back in, you're in a different type of time. Like, you want to come and go as you please. You want to have company as you please. Like, you was living on your own, wild and doing whatever you wanted to do for a few months or a few years or however long. And now you're back in your parents' house, and it's like you're free people, but no. So after a while, I just started feeling kind of like stagnant and seeing other people do things and move out and be on their own. And I was like, okay, so what happened to me? Like, you know, I knew for a fact that I didn't want to stay in New York because I don't know, I just didn't. Hold on there, something there, Bono. Okay, sorry, I'm ready for my party now. Where was I? Yeah, I knew that I didn't want to stay in New York, and my idea initially was to move to Florida. But then my friend boosted me up and was like, oh, let's move to LA, because she went on a trip to LA and she loved it out here. And she said that, you know, she saw all these creatives out here making a living off of their creativity, and that's what we should do. And I was all for it. And long story short, we just could not get on the same timing in terms of when we were gonna move. Like, so I was like, look, I'm going to Jamaica in March for a wedding. This was March of 2017. I was like, I'm going to a wedding, and when I come back, I will make my decision, because I'm not staying here. So, I mean, the decision, I was already sold on moving to LA, right? Mind you, I've never visited this place, but I'm sold on moving to LA because she sold me on it, and I research it and I look it up and I say, all right, yeah, you can get like a place for like $1,000 a month. That not bad. Mind you, $1,000 is not cheap, but I mean, I'm coming from New York where $1,000 can't get you a room in a place where you probably are gonna have 1 or 2 or 4 roommates, and probably 1 or 2 of the roommates are gonna have a dog or a cat, and dishes are going in at the sink and rate. And I was just like, you know what, LA look like the vibe for me. And when I went to Jamaica, I had like this experience, but we spent a few days before the wedding up in Cumberland, which is where my mom is from, in Clarendon. And just the vibe up there was like, it's very country, it's very quiet. You know, I was just like, you know what, if my family can come from here, my mom can migrate from here, why can't I go from New York to LA, you know? Or if my dad can come from here. My dad is not from there, my dad is from Mandeville, but yeah, that's what made me do it. I felt stagnant, and I got encouraged by my parents' journey, and just going back to Jamaica and seeing where I'm from. That wasn't the first time I've seen where I'm from, but just this particular trip gave me that boost to do what I needed to do. How much did I save? This is a funny question. I didn't save much. I quit my job. When I came back from Jamaica, I quit my job. And I moved here with my last check. I did have a savings account, but I didn't want to spend it until I was like in an emergency. And that savings account had like five grand in it. But let's say like 4 grand and change. Anyway, let's say $4 and change. And I had some credit cards. So luckily for me, I got a job right away. So I didn't have to dip into those savings until I was really in a bad situation. Probably will tell that story another time too. Yeah. How long did it take to adjust? I am still adjusting. I'm definitely still adjusting. Like, even like today was the first time that I went to that Leimert Park thing on Sunday. I've been here 3 years and I didn't know that they do that every single Sunday. I mean, there's a lot to see. There's a huge city, like huge. And there's just different pockets all the time. Even now in this situation, there's always something to see, you know. Like, I have been taking advantage of the fact that this is a good time for me to explore things that I haven't gotten to do. And hopefully I get to take you guys on that part of this journey with me as well. You know, different beaches that I didn't have time to go to along the coast, different parks that I didn't know were right here. And culturally, it's a big culture difference and culture shock. Like, it's not as Caribbean as New York is, and I'm a person who's very connected to my roots, even though I was born and raised here. So just the lack of that vibe was a huge transition for me. Like, even just going out to a bar, to a club, and not hearing a little reggae or dancehall the whole night was, to me, just like strange. Anywhere you go in New York, you're gonna hear at least, you know, every DJ have a little reggae segment or a little dancehall segment, and out here it's like you're getting the same vibe all night pretty much. That to me was like something to get used to, until I started to find little, you know, dancehall parties to go to. But when I moved out here, there weren't very many. The scene has changed a lot since I've been here, the dancehall scene, which is one of the reasons why I kind of don't want to leave LA just yet, because I have my plans and I know what it is that I want to do, and I want to be a part of, you know, something new. Whereas, you know, in Miami, that's already built up. Anywhere else, you know, Miami and New York, it's already established. So yeah, I think that's all for now. Ciao. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share. That's it. We don't have nothing else. Yeah. All right. Good night, folks, or good morning, or good afternoon.